That's the government, the better off you are. I want to talk about socialism. I first want to show you what it looked like, in case you don't know. 50 years ago, the government came in under Lyndon B. Johnson, and they told black Americans that you don't have to work, you don't have to worry, slavery had kept you down, we're going to take care of you, don't worry about it. And so black folks said okay to that. But the government said that in order for us to take care of you, you cannot have a man in the home. You can't have a father. And for some reason, the black Americans said okay to that. And the government became the daddy of the family, and the so-called black leadership became the head of the people. And it's just been downhill ever since. It is so bad that the black community is in a state of emergency at this point. Whenever the government takes over your life, things get worse. For example, within the black community, as a result of government becoming the daddy of the family, you have 70% of black babies born out of wedlock nationwide. And in the state of Indiana, 80% of black babies are born out of wedlock in one state alone. In Virginia and South Carolina, 77% of black babies born out of wedlock. When I was growing up, if a woman got pregnant out of wedlock, it was an embarrassment. She had to have a shotgun wedding. One of my worst fears when I started dating at the age of 15 or 16, I made a promise I was not going to have sex because I didn't want to make a baby and get married. Because your parents, they required that you do that. But nowadays, when black women get pregnant, and not all, but most, they celebrate. They have a baby shower. They invite people over. The man is out making babies by somebody else and their mama. They don't have that same embarrassment that they had prior to the government coming in and taking over.
And they realize they were wrong. That you shouldn't do it anyway, but if you happen to slip up, just don't do it anymore. But do not tell your girlfriend, your wife, your mama, your sister, your daddy, no one. Do you know why? What do you think about that? What I just said? Don't tell. If he should cheat, he should not tell you, right?
I could see why you'd say that, because I guess ignorance is bliss, or it's better to not know. But on the other hand, like, I honestly wouldn't want. I don't know if I'd want to know or not right now at this point in time. I don't know.
You don't know if you would want to know or not?
Yeah.
Believe me, you don't want to know. Mm-hmm. Because once you know, the trust is gone. And you can never get it back. And it doesn't matter what he does. He can walk on clouds. Jesus can come and live with him. You still won't believe him because Satan won't let you believe it again. And once that trust is gone, it's hard to get it back. Mm-hmm. That makes sense?
Makes sense, yes.
Now, Satan's going to make you think you want to know. And I notice that society is teaching men now to tell women everything. That's a horrible mistake. Because once you tell them, it's over. The relationship is over. And now the man is doing everything he can do to prove that he's not doing it anymore. And the more you do, the more she requires of you. And then after a while, you just say, forget it. Because you can't make a person that doubt you believe in you. You can't make it. They're going to either believe or not. And believe me, most women, not all, don't ever forget. I remember this one girl I started dating when I was about 15 or 16. So we had high school puppy love thing going on. And then when I graduated from high school, just before I graduated, we broke up. She was my first girlfriend. And so I didn't see her and talk to her anymore until 40 years later. And so her sister called me up one day and said, oh, you want to talk to, I can't say her name because she might be watching, but you want to talk to her, whatever? I'm like, yeah, let me talk to her. She's married and everything, but they set it up where I can talk. Do you know the first thing she said to me? You used to cheat on me. In high school, at 15 and 16. 40 years later. And I'm like, who did I cheat with? I don't remember ever cheating on her, but she does. And so I have to take her word, because if she remembered for 40 years, 40 days and 40 nights. And so I don't even know how she found out, because when I was a cheater, I never told. One thing I knew not to do in my worst days, don't take pictures, don't write letters, don't tell it.